part 2 of my weekly commentary. So in front of me, I have the a few euro crosses, and today I'm going to be looking at some of them, some interesting movements, or should I say, some interesting continuation of what um, what I expect of the movements. Right. So first of all, I have Euro Pound in front of me. For those who have been following me by YouTube channels, I have been going on and on about this range that has been defined in a very well manner despite the big hoo-ha and updates of the Brexit. The truth of the matter is euro and the euro dollar and the pound dollar, or sorry, to be exact, the euro and the pound sterling is actually still in a very well-defined range. Of course, this range is not exactly small, but it is still a range. Okay, so um, as I expected, price would have been bouncing between these two range, and it has been doing so very nicely. And as of last week, the most recent week, price actually went down further. Um, if you were to look at my mouse very clearly, actually this was the first touch which I expected it to fall. It didn't fall exactly, and price started to move downwards. Um, and this was essentially a first pullback. For those who use the Fibonacci, this should be a no, sorry, wrong one. Oh, yep. So this should be the 78% pullback that one would expect. So that means price is in a very tight range, and this is very typical when price doesn't move that aggressively. It's a very range-based um, kind of movement as compared to aggressive momentum move where you will see long bullish or bearish bars. Okay, so that's that. Uh, Now that price has already moved to the middle, I suppose the only next available target is to see if it goes back to the bottom or would it bounce back higher. From this point onwards, it would be really um, hard to forecast, I suppose is the word. Unpredictable, yeah, as you would notice in the past, prices can range in the middle forever without touching the bottom before going higher. Absolutely possible. Right. So moving on, I have Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie is very interesting in the sense that in some of my past videos, I have commented about a head and shoulder pattern. The left box is my left shoulder, and the right is my right shoulder, and the head on the top. My expectation is price would come down lower to, let's see, this is the 1.536 level. But having said that, it is going on a small little channel, so it depends how far it could how far you want to go down. It could potentially just move sideways and reach the bottom. Absolutely possible. Having said that, with the overshoot in the channel, I expect price to actually break out of this channel. Right, that's um, my gut feeling, and based on price action and the patterns. So to take note, with that, moving on to Euro Kiwi, which is also giving a slightly similar pattern, except that this is um, the right shoulder is actually higher than left. This is absolutely valid um, head and shoulder pattern, except that the probability is less in our favor. Having said that, once price breaks below this 1.658 level, it is considered a new low, and hence the reversal is complete. With that, interesting pattern. Moving on to Euro Yen. Euro Yen is by far the most exciting right now. If you were to look back at the history, there is a very nice level at 127, and price has touched and respected it on various occasions. So one over here. So 1, 2, 3, retest of the level, 4, 5, uh, 6, 7, and I foresee that price would very likely break it if this pattern continues. So price has in a very small range, and it is about to break out, and I do look forward to it when it does break out. So this is Euro Yen if you're watching this. Apart from that, we have Aussie CAD, which is doing the exact opposite of Euro Aussie. Well, somewhat opposite. Um, and I foresee that price would break out of that channel, which is very similar to Euro Aussie, but the opposite of it. Um, Apart from that, nothing too exciting on my charts. CAD Yen, CAD Yen is in a descending triangle, and another breakout potentially happening. So lots of things happening. So do your own homework. Pick the right cross, pairs, and commodity that you want to trade. Okay, so with that, that's it for this week. Thank you for watching and happy trading.